Hello and welcome to the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse here in Beverly, Massachusetts. Thank you for watching the BevCam Sports Network on Channel 22. I'm Alex Saluco, flying solo tonight to bring you the 5-4 Beverly Panthers hosting the 4-4 Malden Golden Tornadoes. Odd name. I'm not going to say anything else about it. I just don't like it. So we're here at Beverly High School. Beverly lost their last matchup. It was a heartbreak against Lynn Classical. It was tough down the stretch. Beverly was in position. It was freshman Alyssa Moreland with the coast-to-coast and one to put them up. Beverly then fouled with 2.2 seconds left on the clock to give Classical the lead again after some free throws. And once Beverly got the ball back, head coach Seth Stanchel called the timeout, but with no timeouts left, that was a technical foul. The ball was given back to Lynn Classical for free throws, and that ultimately was the game. And now, if you want to say he was unfocused, if you want to say he wasn't aware of the situation, that's fair. But also, it was an instinctual situation. In that situation, you expect to have a timeout left. You want to get your group back together. And we say it all the time. In mid-season games, we talk about with players, if they make a mistake like that it's going to help them grow. It's going to be better for the team in the long run, because you know you should have had that game against Classical. And if that goes for players as well, you can say the same thing about coaches. You know that's never going to happen again for Seth Stanchel. He's never going to make a same mistake like that. Him and this team is better for that happening, because now they'll just bring that much more focus into each and every game here this season. A few minutes away from tip-off, we already know Beverly led by the freshman Alyssa Moreland last week. 21 points, 26 boards, 11 blocks unofficially. Triple-double, she had herself a night. Played very well on the defensive side again against Lynn Classical. Struggled offensively. Ended up getting out of those struggles and performing to her abilities at the end of that game. This Malden team comes in at 4-4. This is a new team in the NEC. Beverly's not really used to seeing them in recent years or even all time. Two captains for them. Senior Mackenzie Furlong and senior Tiffany Tortora lead the charge for the Golden Tornadoes. It's going to be interesting. Beverly needs this game. They need 5 more wins to qualify for tournament play in the NEC. Look at this Beverly team schedule. Over the course of this season, they've beaten some pretty good teams, especially in the NEC South. If you look at it, they beat the leading Danvers, the second place Saugus team, and as well as Swampscott and other teams in the South. So they are taking care of business in the South when they have to. Go ahead and look at the standings for the NEC. Lynn Classical, 2 wins in the past few days, or excuse me, over a course of 5 days for the Rams against Beverly. They're sitting there at 9-1 overall, 8-0 in league play. Then followed by Revere at 5-0 in the league, 6-2 overall. And Beverly's sitting there in third. And if you look below everybody, every team below Beverly, Marblehead, Peabody, all those teams are inferior. Now, I'm not saying Revere or Lynn Classical is superior to this Beverly team, because Beverly played them really close, Lynn Classical Rams, a few nights ago. Everybody in this NEC North can be beaten. Everybody in the NEC South can be beaten. There's no reason to say that Beverly's not the best team in this conference when this season is said and done. They've played that well against the top opponents. We'll see in the Revere game down the stretch. We don't play them until February at Revere. That'll be another telling game. But they beat that Danvers team. That one loss you see next to Danvers, that came at the hands of Beverly. Could have given Lynn Classical a loss also in league play, but it's going to be a story for another day. Maybe you'll see them. Actually, you won't see them. They're not in Division I anymore. They actually got bumped down, so we'll not be seeing the Rams in the playoffs. But that Revere game on February 13th, I'm sure everybody will be circling on their schedule. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Night here at the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse. We will have starting lineups momentarily. Starting lineup for Beverly, it looks like it's going to be Beaudry, Bernard, Anderson, Gotch, and Sprague. So no Moreland in the starting lineup tonight. The starting lineup for Malden. Mackenzie Furlong. We have Stringer Silva out there also. Audrey Carlton, as well as Bezet out there. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 23, Tortora, another captain for the Golden Tornadoes. Beverly's squad will be introduced. I already said it's Anderson, Bernard, Beaudry, Gotch, and Sprague.
Number 21, Captain Sabrina Beaudry. Number 13, Captain Rosie Gotch. And number 25, Captain Delaney Sprague. At this time,
and we're going to go to the court while we let the Beverly High School ROTC present the colors.
On national colors, we have Cadet Corporal Carrera. Marine Corps colors, Cadet Private First Class Wood, right rifle Cadet Private First Class Cruz, and left rifle Cadet Corporal Kimball.
Who's in program? Matt? Is Matt in program? Bubble's way off, dude. That's in the middle right there. Is that a hooker right? Because that's the bubble. Right there. Moving by itself. My bubble's right on, okay?
Would you please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem?
It looks crooked to me underneath my neck. Noticeable, Robert?
Opening tip underway momentarily. This Malden team coming off of a 38-point win at Salem. Before that, they were at Everett. Lost by 22. You don't know what you're going to get out of this Malden team. Put up big points. They've put up duds. Also lost to a Peabody team this season. Peabody team that has only one win. So Beverly looking to get the job done here at home. Prove their conference record. Make up ground on Revere and Lynn Classical. Tip won by the Panthers. Beaudry to Anderson in the corner. Malden coming out with a 2-3 zone. Anderson for three from the corner. No good. Rebound Malden. Tortora. Furlong bringing the ball up. Stringer Silva over to the corner. Tortora now. Going up against Sprague, off the mark. Rebound Bernard. Anderson, mid-range J, can't get it to go. She's 0 for 2 tonight, but she grabs that board, tries to put it up. She's going to be called for a travel. Gosh applying pressure. It's in the corner. Using a pick. Mid-range J can't go. Offensive board, Golden Tornadoes. They throw it back up. Defense by Beaudry, but Furlong puts it in for the first points of the game. 2-0 lead for the Golden Tornadoes. Sprague now in the corner. Bernard thinking about a shot. Cross-court pass, Beaudry. Has it deflected. That was blocked by Tortora. Beaudry going to come away with the board. We're going to get a jump ball. I believe it's going to go to Malden. Stringer Silva. Guarded by Anderson. Sprague with the help. D. Bernard comes over to help. They dish it off, put it up, no good. Anderson comes away with the board, but she steps out of bounds. It's going to stay with Malden. Inbound play, looking for Stringer Silva. End up getting it in. Sprague, hands up, but it falls. 2 points there for number 12. That's Carlton. Beverly down 4-0 early. Looking for Beaudry. She gets it to her. Drops it down. Bernard for 3. Back iron. Rebound Malden, that's Furlong. She's off to the races. Beaudry in pursuit. 3. No good. Offensive board taken away. Bernard ends up with it. Heads up play by Beaudry, who allowed that rebound to Furlong, but picked her pocket. Sprague, post moves. The hook no good as Tortora has it taken away from Bernard, but she goes stumbling out of bounds. Furlong driving left on Beaudry, tries to drop it down to Bezit. She gets by, and an and one there. It was a weird play. She was stumbling forward. I believe Sprague's going to be called with that. No, it's going to be Bernard. 6-0 lead for Malden. Bernard, her first foul on the evening. Bezit knocks it down, the old-fashioned three-point play. 7-0 lead for the Golden Tornadoes. Beverly trying to get something going, put some points on the board with Moreland on the bench. It's Gotch. Anderson thinking about a 3. Passes to Sprague. Has it stolen. Carlton, it looks like she almost stepped out of bounds there. Referee wasn't looking. Furlong using the pick. It's Carlton. The corner's Bezit. Tortora, elbow. Got it to go, 9-0. Golden Tornadoes lead, no timeouts being called from head coach Seth Stanchel just yet. Tortora, her first 2 points, 4 scores now for Malden as that's turned over. Malden looking to take a double-digit lead as we're going to get a couple substitutions soon for the Panthers. It'll be Bakey and Whitehair. Bezit. Tortora, good move, but it's a travel. Whitehair and Bakey in for Gotch and Sprague. Beverly going small here. Beaudry bringing up the ball. Bakey. Whitehair. Loses control, gets it out. Mid-range J for Beaudry off the mark. Rebound Carlton. It's coming the other way now. .338 left to go in the first quarter. Beverly trailing 9-0. Tortora with contact, no foul called. Offensive board, Carlton. Whitehair brings it down. She tries to go a little too quickly as it poked away and ends up in the hands of Carlton. 2 points for them. We're going to get a timeout from head coach Seth Stanchel as Malden leads 11-0 early in this first quarter. Carlton leading the Golden Tornadoes in scoring with 4. She's also got 2 boards. Furlong with 2 points and 2 boards. 3 points from Bezet and 2 for Tortora, with 3 boards and assist of her own. No points for the Panthers. Moreland still on the bench. Beverly will send out Anderson, Bakey, Whitehair, Bernard, as well as McCarthy. So a young group for the Panthers going out there. Same 5 for Malden's out there. We're going to have Tortora, Furlong, Bezet. And that timeout from Seth Stanchel, as you could tell, there was no coach in the huddle. It appears as if he's letting them coach themselves. Don't know what that means, don't know, can only speculate, but might have something to do with the game against Lynn Classical. And how the end of that one ended. Whitehair, excuse me, that was McCarthy, gets it down to Whitehair. McCarthy now. Bernard. Whitehair, mid-range J, couldn't get it to go, rebound Tortora. Furlong. Offensive board, Carlton trying to put it up. She can't. Stringer Silva kicks it out. It's Bezet. Quick pass to Furlong. Down to Tortora. A lot of passing. Stringer Silva for 3. Got it. All 5 starters for the Golden Tornadoes on the board. 14-0 lead for the Panthers. McCarthy now bringing it up. Bakey. Bernard. Anderson for 3. Couldn't get it to go. Down low. It's Bernard. Past a few defenders. Beverly's on the board now. Bernard for 2. See if that will spark something in the Panthers here. 14-2, 2 left to go in the first quarter. Furlong drops it down to Carlton. Whitehair with the defense. She's going to rip it away from Carlton. Good play by the freshman. 3 from Bakey. Off the mark. Whitehair, though, with the board. She kicks it out to Anderson. A 3 of her own. Couldn't get it to go. And we're going to get a travel called on Bezet. It's going to be with the Panthers now. McCarthy. Bakey. For 3 off of an ill-advised shot off the mark. Almost traveled with that one. 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. Furlong past half court. Drives past multiple Beverly defenders. Offensive board, Tortora puts it up for 2. It's clinic right now. Beverly not playing well on the offense or defensive side of the ball. McCarthy. Anderson, she'll drive. Mid-range J, couldn't get it to go. And it's going to go to Malden. Beverly really missing the size right now of not only Moreland, but Gotch and Sprague, who subbed out quickly in this first quarter. Carlton coming out. In her place will be Zhou. Excuse me, nope, that's Darcy Cummings. Furlong for three. Off the mark. Anderson with the rebound. 26 seconds left in this first quarter. Shot clock turned off. Beverly trying to gain some momentum. Bernard for three. Off the mark. Rebound Cummings. Furlong with it now. Cummings looking for Tortora. She gets it to Zhou. And we're going to get a foul on Bezit. Will be her first. And we called for the push. 6.9 on the clock. Another substitution as Camille Nomi, junior forward, will enter the game. McCarthy has it. Clock running down. Bakey, Anderson in the corner. 3 seconds left off the side of the backboard. Beverly's not going to get another shot attempt. So at the end of one, Beverly trails 16-2. No Moreland in that first quarter and really no Seth Stanchel. So we'll see what happens moving forward. Moreland now checking in. Stanchel in the huddle now. I wonder if, there's only speculation, but maybe he felt like he deserved a one-quarter suspension for the way he called that timeout at the end of that game on Monday. And if that's the case, you like to see that out of your coach. Hold yourself accountable as well as your players. You got to set an example. Expect a much more focused and a much more energetic Beverly team moving forward after that 16-2 first quarter. It's going to be Moreland out there with Bakey, Bernard, McCarthy, and Anderson. Only 2 points for the Panthers coming from Bernard. All 5 starters from Malden have scored. 16-2. 3 from Anderson. Got it! Right out the gates in the second quarter. Anderson knocks down a 3. Panthers are back. Focus in this one as they force a turnover. All momentum early, just 20 seconds in to this second quarter, is on the Beverly side. McCarthy taking the ball up. She has Bernard next to her. Drop it down to Moreland. Triple team to McCarthy for 3. She got that one to go. 2 quick threes for the Panthers right out of the gate. And Beverly is back in business. 16-8, Tortora guarded by Moreland. Off the mark, rebound Bakey. McCarthy charging. Drives right, Bakey, Moreland. At the top of the arc, it's Bakey now. Head fake to Anderson. Bakey looking down low to Moreland. Has it poked away. Anderson comes away with it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Drops it down to Moreland. She's looking to pass. Anderson, another 3. Another make. Beverly 3 for 3 from downtown to start this second quarter. And the Panthers are in this. A 9-0 run for Beverly to start this second quarter. They cut the lead down to 5. Off the mark. McCarthy with it now. Charging Anderson. Can she get another? Off the mark. Heat check there from Anderson. We're going to get a foul, I believe, on McCarthy. 6:21 left in the second. Beverly on a 9-0 run. Gosh will check in on the next whistle. Joe with the ball. It's Furlong now. Joe guarded by Anderson. Tortora. Thinking about driving on Moreland. A three from Furlong in the corner. No good. Rebound. Anderson goes up and gets it. 3 boards for her and 6 points. McCarthy pushing it up. Moreland can't handle it. She ends up getting control. Past the defense. Puts it up for 2. Moreland's on the board. 11-0 run. Might get a timeout here from Malden. Head coach Scott Marino. Team not looking too hot to start this second quarter. This is a passionate and more inspired Beverly squad as Carlton gets the offensive board and Anderson collects the miss. Moreland on the high post. Bernard, she'll be fouled. She'll shoot 2. That's Bezzett's second.
Tia Bernard at the line, shooting 2.
Bernard knocks down the first. Bezzett will sit with 2 fouls. Cummings enters in her place. Both free throws knocked down from Bernard. She's got 4. As Gosh enters for her. 13-0 run to start this second quarter by the Panthers. 16-2 at the start of it. We're 3 minutes in. Beverly only down 16-15. Furlong, the running jumper. Another miss, another board for Anderson. She already has 5. Go along with 6 points. Double-double alert. Anderson, another 3. Got it! Anderson's on fire. 9 points, all by way of 3 in this second quarter. Joe for 3 of her own. Ends the run, puts Malden back up. And we're going to get a timeout from Malden as they lead 19-18 after that 3 from Joe.
Timeout, Malden.
Joe now with 6, but Beverly was on a huge run at the beginning of this second quarter. They were trailing 16-2. They got it to 18-16. 16-0 run before Malden ends it with that 3 from Zoe. You see there, head coach Seth Stanchel in his 3rd season with the Panthers. And again, we're not sure why he didn't do much or didn't do anything at all in that first quarter. You saw him in that huddle, or not in that huddle, but the girls really coached themselves through that first quarter. Maybe it was him punishing himself. Who knows? If it is, I like the move. They didn't play too well in that first quarter, but once they were back, it was a much more focused Beverly team. Nine points for Anderson already in this second quarter, not even halfway through. 3 from McCarthy, 2 from Bernard. McCarthy's pass is tipped by Furlong. She's going to foul her. Second foul for McCarthy. Beaudry will most likely come in for her. She does. Furlong. Joe taking a pick from Tortora. Long 2. Off the mark. Rebound, Gotch gets it up to Beaudry. Quickly up to Moreland. She's unstoppable, in for 2. 2 for Moreland. The assist coming from Beaudry. Tortora guarded by Moreland. Trying to create separation, but Moreland sends her packing. Grabs the board, quickly pushes it up to Anderson. Anderson one-on-one with Cummings. No foul call. Bakey tries to save it. She doesn't. Substitution as Anderson really seems to have the wind knocked out of her. No charge, no block call on that. McCarthy quickly back in after being subbed out. Zoe guarded by McCarthy. Tortora now. Cummings, mid-range Jay. No good. McCarthy with the board, going the other way now. Her second tonight. Nice pass. Moreland all wide open. Gets that one to fall. Calling for a foul against Tortora, but Moreland is really just unstoppable. 6 points since entering this one in the second quarter. Beverly leading now 22-19. They were trailing at the end of one. 16-2. Tale of two quarters as Moreland plays D on Furlong and again on Tortora. She's going to be called for the foul. Her first.
Tiffany Tortora shooting 2.
Only 3 points being scored in this quarter so far by the Golden Tornadoes as Tortora knocks down that free throw. Bezitt re-enters for Cummings. Bezitt has 2 fouls. Second free throw off the mark. Moreland grabs it. She's already off. Quickly gets it to Beaudry. Beverly has numbers. Beaudry thinking about dropping it off to Bakey for 3. No good. Rebound Bezitt. .240 left to play in the second quarter. Jo looking for Furlong. She's going to take a 3. Good form. Doesn't fall. McCarthy with the board. Bakey thinking about a 3. Has it deflected by Jo. Pass was intended for Beaudry. Quick sub for the Golden Tornadoes. Jo's out. In her place will be number 2, Melly Ephraim. Beaudry down to Moreland. Kicks it out. It's McCarthy for 3 now. Off the mark, board Beaudry. Bakey in the corner. Beaudry drives right, pulls up. No good. Moreland offensive board, puts down a shoulder, throws it up. Can't get it to go. It's coming the other way now. Furlong. One-on-one with Beaudry. Stop and pop. No good. Kept in there by Carlton. It's Bezitt now. Furlong. 1:47 left to play in the first half. Going to get a charge, and Furlong sends Beaudry to the ground, but Beaudry gets the call. Way to sell it. She took that one hard as McCarthy and Moreland exit. Sprague and Anderson enter. 22-20 Panther lead. 1:42 left to play in the second quarter. Bakey to Sprague in the corner. Back to Bakey. She'll try another 3. This time still off the mark. Beaudry. Her pass for Anderson. Intercepted by Cummings. Back the other way now. Bezitt to Tortora. Good move, putting it to the floor. 2 points for the Golden Tornadoes. We're all tied here at 22. Bakey to Beaudry. Anderson. Bakey open for 3. She'll take the shot. She'll make the shot. 25-22. Bakey puts Beverly up 3. Her first points of the evening. This Beverly team has just erupted. 23 points for the Panthers after only scoring 2 in the first quarter. Malden probably felt good coming out of quarter number 1 with a 16-2 lead, but Beverly quickly put those hopes to rest as Anderson deflects that one, and we're going to get a jump ball, and we're going to get a Beverly possession, I believe. No, it's going to stay with Malden. Furlong coming off a screen. They get it to Tortora, but it's deflected by Bakey. Sprague playing defense on the senior captain. Cummings for three in front of Anderson. No good. New shot clock after the offensive board. Furlong goes up. Sprague eventually coming away with it. Good job by Beaudry, doing her best Tyson Chandler impersonation. Tipping that one back out to the three-point line. Jump ball. This time it will stay with Beverly. Beaudry to inbound it. She's got a wide open Bakey in the corner. Fakes out Furlong a couple times. Sprague from the foul line, no good. Carlton keeps it in. 3 seconds left on the clock. Furlong's going to have to heave it from half court. She does. On the mark, but just a little short. So after the first half, Beverly leads 25-22. 23 points for the Panthers in that second quarter. Only 6 for Malden. Beverly did a great job of limiting Malden's attempts within the paint, with Moreland back in, Sprague playing some defense as well with Gotch. They got the height back in, deflected some shots from this Golden Tornadoes team, and Beverly really did well. Moreland with 6 points in that second quarter. Anderson had 9, all on three-pointers. Bernard added 2. Bakey and McCarthy added 3 apiece. And Anderson, 9 points, 5 boards so far for the Panthers. She's on double-double watch. Who knows? Beverly did not play very well in that first quarter. We saw what happened with Coach Stanchel. We saw what happened with Moreland on the bench. Everything really came together in that second quarter. 25-22. Beverly leading going into the second half. We'll be back in a few minutes with more analysis and more Beverly basketball from the Henry Cabot Fieldhouse.
You are watching BevCam. Here, anyone can come to the studio to make their own local TV show. Contact us with your idea. We'll help you get started with producing your own show, editing it, and then we'll broadcast it to all of Beverly for your friends and family to see. You might even get some new fans. We also film local events like sports, music, city council meetings, and more. If you miss out on anything in town, you can catch up on it here. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Contact us at 978-927-5544 or email us at admin@bevcam.org.
Listen.
All it took was someone who would insist that I just try.
Suddenly, everything was turned around because they judge you.
You tell them, I don't need this.
No one is going to understand.
Unless they've been through it, how can they?
Then one day you realize,
You feel so hopeless.
I need help. I need help.
You feel so hopeless.
Then one day you realize,
Unless they've been through it, how can they understand?
I don't need this.
No one's going to judge you.
suddenly everything was turned around because they insist that I just try.
All it took was someone who would just...
Listen.
everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
Creativity is putting your imagination to work, and it's produced the most extraordinary results in human culture. Dreams come from inspiration. Inspiration comes from an idea. And ideas come from creativity. We believe in raising up a new generation of creative minds. And it all starts with you. Help sponsor the award-winning Beverly High School Media Program so the students can have the resources they need to make dreams happen.
Welcome back to the Henry Cabot Lodge Fieldhouse in Beverly, Massachusetts. Thank you for watching the BevCam Sports Network on Channel 22 or on our live stream at youtube.com/BevCam TV. Beverly leading 25-22 after trailing 16-2 after the first quarter. While we have some time here at the beginning of the second half, let's look at the road ahead for these Beverly Panthers. Few games coming up. They're going to be at Gloucester on the 23rd. Then they host a Salem team that is not doing very well this year. Really focus on their rotation, what they want to do heading into the playoffs, because this is a team who should not be overlooked, especially when you have Moreland playing the way she is. You have Anderson shooting the way she is, and you have the complementary pieces of the young and the old. We have the veterans like Gotch and Sprague in there as well. Then you have the young talent. You have McCarthy playing well, Whitehair giving minutes, as well as Bernard. You have a coach like Seth Stanchel, too, who is going to devote everything he has into the rest of this season. And imagine after that game against Lynn Classical, and this is the last time I'll bring it up because I don't want to bring it up if I don't have to. I don't want to have to keep talking about it, but what it reminded me of was, or what he's doing now and what he did in that first quarter and moving on in this game, reminded me of the Tim Tebow speech at Florida. when he got that loss. I believe it was to LSU, I'm not sure. But that speech he gave after, he said, "You're never going to see somebody work as hard as I will the rest of the season. You're never going to see a team fight as hard as us the rest of the season." And I expect that from the Panthers after the way that one ended here on Monday night. It's a Panthers team nobody wants to get in the way of. Shout out Tim Tebow also for being invited back to the Mets spring training. Our producer, Robert Dokes, huge Mets fan, huge Jets fan. Not sure he's a Tim Tebow guy, but if I know Robert the way I think I do, I'm pretty sure he's a Tim Tebow guy. And Robert's not a Tim Tebow guy. All right, you heard it here. Robert, no on Tebow. The start of the second half, Beverly leads by 3. Lock and change in a quarter. They were trailing by 14 after 1. Moreland starting this quarter on the bench. Nice interception there by Gotch. Takes it away. Beaudry now leading the charge. Up to Bernard. Quick pass. Cross-court pass. Anderson for 3. No good. Bernard can't handle the rebound, but it's last touch by Malden. It's going to stay with the Panthers. Bernard looking for Beaudry. For a long 2. Got it to go. Good arc from Beaudry, the junior captain. First points for her tonight did come early in this third quarter to give Beverly a 4-point lead. 5-point lead. Joe in the corner trying to match. No good. Anderson with the board. It's her 6th. Beaudry to Anderson in the corner. Back to Beaudry. Gotch now at the top. Sprague pivots, has it deflected by Joe. She can't maintain control of it. That will sail out of bounds. Back to Beverly. Cummings enters for Bezitt. Beaudry taking a pick from Anderson. Bernard now. Back to Beaudry, this time for 3. Can't get it to go. Tortora with the board. Bernard's down there trying to rip it free. It's going to stay with the Panthers. First time I've seen Bernard play this season. Definitely plays with fire. Gives it all on the defensive end of the court as well, as that's blocked by Furlong. Sprague can't control it. Bernard only a sophomore as well to go along with this young core. Beverly looks to be set up for the future for the next few years. Furlong down to Tortora, guarded by Sprague. Tortora pulls up, no good. Rebound Bernard. It's her 4th. Pass from Beaudry to Gotch off the mark. 6:01 left to go in the third. And the 2 points scored in the first 2 minutes of this quarter, those by Beaudry. Beaudry covering Furlong. Drops it down to Tortora. Zhu driving right on Anderson. Anderson will be called for the foul. Zhou will shoot 2.
Shoot 0 at the line, shooting 2.
Zhu knocks it down. She has 7 tonight. Can't get the second to go, and it looked like Cummings pushed Sprague there at the end of that play. Will be called for a foul. Can get called for a push. It was a very emphatic call by that referee under the basket. Actually, it scared me just a little bit. Bernard trying to drop it down, deflected by Zhu. It was meant for Sprague. 5:33 left in the third. Sprague for an easy two. Can't get it to go. Rebound Tortora. Timeout called by Malden. Beverly leads 27-23 with 5.5 left to go in the third quarter. No Moreland yet in this third quarter. Beaudry, Gosh, Bernard, Sprague, and Anderson still will be out there. Slow-moving third quarter, just 2.5 minutes into it. Only 3 total points scored, 2 from Beaudry, 1 free throw from Zhu. Resume play. Furlong bringing the ball up for the Golden Tornadoes. Tortora guarded by Sprague, drops it down to Furlong, guarded by Bernard now. Joe with a nice move, gets past the defender. Her shot off the mark. Carlton keeps it into the arms of Anderson though. Beaudry now bringing it up for the Panthers. 5 minutes left in the third. Bernard thinking about a three to Gotch. Anderson. Beaudry, long two. Seems to be her range, off the mark though. Gosh coming away with the board. Gonna get a foul on Cummings, I believe. It'll be her second. Second team foul for Malden. Beaudry looking for Gosh. Gosh using the backboard. Carlton comes away with the rebound. That's her fifth to go along with 4 points. Moreland will check in. Next whistle, she'll be coming in. Tortora. Bernard drops it down to Beaudry. Beaudry uses the pick, drops it down. Sprague, she'll be fouled by Tortora. Sprague will shoot two.
Sprague at one, shooting two.
Misses the first. Bakey in for Gotch. Moreland still kneeling at the table. She'll be entering for Sprague. Sprague misses both. We've reached the 4-minute mark in the third quarter. Very slow third quarter for both teams. Furlong, the running jumper off the mark. It'll go to the Panthers, and Moreland will enter for Sprague. Moreland in that second quarter. 6 points, 3 boards, 1 assist, 1 block. Beaudry gets it past half court. You can see they're double teaming Moreland, leaving a wide open Bakey, and Moreland's going to be called for 3 seconds. Cummings to Tortora. Moreland with the defense, off the mark. Moreland grabs the board. Quickly to Beaudry. Quickly gets it past half court. Bakey with another three. Got it. Bakey for three. She's got 6 tonight. Extends Beverly's lead up to 7 now. Just under 3 left to play in the third. Furlong trying to work on Beaudry. The running hook off the mark. Bernard grabs the board. She has 5 now to go along with 4 points. Beaudry quickly up to Bakey. Instead of going with a heat check, she drives. Can't get it to go. Furlong comes away with it. She's running the other way. Pulls up. No good. Zhu with it now. Puts a move on, but retreats back. Gets it to Bezit. Furlong driving right on Beaudry. Time. Beaudry going to get called for the block. Took a charge earlier in this game.
Mackenzie Furlong shooting 2.
First free throw off the mark. McCarthy. She'll come in for Beaudry after that foul. McCarthy 3 points, 3 boards unofficially in her minutes. Both free throws no good. Rebound Moreland, that's her 5th. Thinking about going coast to coast, drops it to Bakey. Anderson now in the corner. Back to Moreland, but it's too high of a pass. Zhu comes away with it. Looking for Furlong. She ends up getting it over to Bezit. Cummings now. Tortora. Working on Moreland. Not much you can do against her. She just pulls up and hopes for the best. McCarthy comes away with the miss. Moreland trying to kick it out. Has it taken. And it's given right back. It's McCarthy. Bakey thinking about another 3. No good. Anderson trying to come away with the board. It's McCarthy who does. She'll drive. Try to drop it down to Moreland. It's kicked. Bernard with it now. Bakey thinking about another 3. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Very hectic possession here for the Panthers. McCarthy will slow it down. 10 seconds on the clock. Moreland has it blocked away by Tortora. You don't see that often. Moreland having her shot sent. Joe thinking about a 3. To Cummings. Tortora. Guarded again by Moreland. Poked away. Arms of Anderson. So Moreland and Tortora exchanging pleasantries on each end of the court as McCarthy pulls up. Can't get it to go. Anderson for 3. Off the mark. Tortora grabs the miss. Drive by Furlong. Good defense by Bernard as she redirects the second attempt. Rebound McCarthy. She has 7. Moreland gets fouled. She'll shoot 2. Pass came from Anderson.
Alyssa Moreland at the line shooting 2.
Foul's going to go on Cummings. It's her 3rd. Moreland can't knock down the first free throw as Whitehair enters for Bernard. And Carlton enters for Cummings. And Moreland's free throw woes continue as that one didn't even hit the rim. 30.5 seconds left here on the clock. Shot clock's there, but it's not a factor. Malden holds out. They'll have the last shot. Bezit almost has it taken away. Furlong. Carlton looking down for Joe. Gets it over to Bezit. 10 seconds. Foul on Moreland. Only her 2nd. 7.7. Shot clock turned off. Beverly with a 7-point lead. 6 total points combined in this third quarter by both teams. Only 1 from Malden, 5 from the Panthers. Furlong, open 3. Can't knock it down. Whitehair's going to charge up, gets it to Anderson. She's going to have to throw it up. She does. She can't get it to go. So at the end of 3, Beverly holds on to a 7-point lead, 30-23. Only 6 points again in that quarter combined for both teams. 2 from Beaudry and 3 for Bakey. That was the scoring on the Beverly side. And on the Malden side, only 1 measly free throw coming from Joe. So Beverly in good position. They're going to start the fourth quarter with Moreland, Whitehair, Bakey, McCarthy, and Anderson. 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior for the Panthers to start this fourth quarter. Moreland, 6 points, 5 boards, 1 assist. Anderson with 9 points and 6 boards. Beaudry, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. Bernard came in and played well. She had 4 points to go with 5 rebounds. And Bakey, 6 points, all from 3. And McCarthy doing a very good job as well in her minutes. 3 points, a big 3 in that second quarter to spark that run for Beverly. And she adds 7 boards to go with it. This is a Beverly team that has a very deep rotation. 9 girls can come in, give you good quality minutes. They have good size, good length. They have speed, good shooting ability. And a very young team, I keep saying it. Team that's built for playoff basketball. They can beat you in a multitude of different areas. It's just a matter of whether Moreland's on the court. She's not in foul trouble. And what she does, even if she's not scoring, it attracts double teams from opposing teams. And you have the 3-point shooters on the outside like Anderson and like Bakey, where if you have them on the corner, you give it to Moreland on their side, they're going to have to close in on her and leaves one of them open. They combined Anderson and Bakey tonight for 5 threes. Two points to start this fourth quarter by Zhu. She has 9 to lead scoring for the Golden Tornadoes. 5-point Beverly lead. Moreland pulls up, can't get it to go. (30-25) Beverly lead. Zhu, who just scored there, gets it off to Bezit. Bezit now for 3. Excuse me, that's Zhu. Getting all the bounces in the world, but it ends up with Moreland. Quickly gets it up to Bakey. Drops it to Anderson, puts it up for 2 and gets it. Double digits now for Anderson. She's got 11. Good assist there by Bakey and a great outlet pass by Moreland to start it. Bezit to Zhu. Zhu for 3. Off the mark, rebound Moreland. She's off the charge. She's going to go coast to coast, pulls up, and she's going to be called for a travel. Turned around, didn't seem to realize it was a travel. Thought she got fouled. Cummings enters for Tortoro, looks to be winded there. Might have gotten hit in the stomach and the rib cage. Still anybody's game. Beverly lead at 7. Ties their largest. They were down 16-2 after 1. They've only scored 9 total points since the first quarter. Whitehair rips that one away. Anderson, guarded by Bezit. Pulls up. No good. Rebound. Cummings. Timeout called by Malden. 6:09 left to play in the fourth. Beverly leads 32-25. Stanchill in the huddle there, excuse me. You're going to see a couple subs. McCarthy and Gotch will enter. And Tortora is still going to be out for Malden. For the meantime, just over 6 left to go in the fourth. Malden will send out Zhu, Furlong, Carlton, Bezitt, and Cummings. Bezitt past half court. Deflected by Gotch. Three from Bezitt. No. Long controls it, sends it up to Moreland quickly. She has Anderson, drops it to her. Trying to get it back to Moreland. She does, gets it to go. Great ball movement from Moreland and Anderson to get Beverly's lead up to 9. Going to get a foul, I believe, on Anderson. Beaudry's going to come in for McCarthy. That was, foul was on her, it's her third. Carlton, short jumper, can't get it to go. Rebound Moreland. She's got 9. Dribbles by everybody on the Malden side, has it deflected. She's not going to get a call on the defensive end. Gotch trying to come back behind Furlong. Moreland sends that one away. That's another block, trying to go for the board. She gets it, that's her 10th. Moreland playing very aggressive on that defensive possession for the Panthers. Drops it down to Gotch. Gotch wasn't in position. .455 left to go in the fourth. Beverly holding their largest lead. It's 9. Zhu gets it to Furlong. Furlong, the runner, no good, offensive board. Carlton, she puts it in for 2. Her first points since the first quarter. She has 6 tonight to go along with 6 boards. Moreland kicks it out to Bakey. Gosh with it. Beaudry to Anderson in the corner. Trying to get it down low to Moreland. Working in the post. Easy 2 for the freshman. And she now has a double-double. 10 and 10 for the freshman. I think it's official. She is the beast of the Northeast. No denying that after last week's performance as Zhu misses a 3. Beaudry coming away with the board. Coast to coast, gets it to go. Beaudry, great play. Beverly playing very well in these minutes. In the fourth quarter, we're going to get a whistle and leave the referee. Never got the ball to give back to Malden to inbound it. Substitution as Bakey exits and Bernard gets back in. 3:48 left to go in the fourth. Beverly leading by 11. Ephraim to Furlong. Pulls up for 3. No good. Bernard with the board. Beaudry to Moreland. Quickly to Gotch. Can't handle it. Beaudry pulls up. Mid-range. No good. Moreland with the offensive board. Her putback is sent away by Tortora. Second time Tortora's got the better of her. 3 blocks for the senior captain. No good. Rebound Beaudry. Trying to go coast to coast again. Not called for an offensive foul there, surprisingly. But Beaudry gets it to go. 4 points in this fourth quarter, 6 total Going to get another timeout. 40-27 lead with 2:50 left to go in the fourth quarter. And head coach Marino not happy not getting that call. And I agree with him. That was definitely an offensive foul. Should have been called on Beaudry. I won't complain, though. Beverly going to send out the same five: Moreland, Beaudry, Bernard, Anderson, and Gotch. After that timeout, Beverly with their largest lead, 13 points. Cameraman's chirping at me. He's not going to get a thank you at the end of this program, I can tell you that. Poked away by Gotch. Bezic driving, drops it to Furlong. Furlong hasn't shot a high percentage here tonight. She's going to take another long two, off the mark again. Offensive board, Tortora. Her putback's good. Tortora, 8 boards to go along with 9 points. Mid-range J from Anderson, no good. Bernard with another board. She has 8. Excuse me, she has 7. Driving is Beaudry, has it poked away. Furlong ends up with it. Beaudry trailing, trying to poke it away. She can't. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in the fourth. Beverly looking to hold on to this 11-point lead. Anderson comes away with it, quickly gets it up to Bernard. Nobody to beat. Furlong trailing. She'll be fouled. She'll shoot 2.
Bernard shooting 2.
15 foul for Malden. Second on Furlong. Bernard knocks down her first free throw. She has 5 to go along with 7 boards. Couple substitutions. Cummings enters. Bernard knocks that one down. 152. It's one all but over. Was in doubt, especially in that first quarter, as Furlong misses that shot. Offensive board, Cummings. Another rebound for Bernard after that miss. Moreland can be called for another travel. About her 3rd travel violation this game. Sprague's going to enter. Wonder if that's going to be for Moreland, and it is. Her night is done. Not before she got yet another double-double. 10 points, 11 boards for the freshman unofficially. A couple blocks in there as well, a couple assists. Furlong trying to get it down low to Tortora. Working on Sprague, can't get it to go. Will stay with Malden. Sprague holding her own in there. Tortora, she's a force, almost a double-double for her tonight. Beaudry almost takes it away. She does take it away from Furlong, and Furlong's struggles continue all the way through to this fourth quarter. Great play by the junior captain, Beaudry. Just under a minute left to play. Bernard driving, gets it to Gotch. Anderson now. Down low to Bernard, just a little too high. Zhu takes a pick from Tortora. Long two from the corner, got it to go. 2 points for Ephraim, her first two. And we're going to get a timeout from Beverly. With 36.5 left to go in the fourth. We're going to get some subs on both sides, I believe. Or at least on the Malden side. Beverly winning this one. This will improve their record in the NEC. After this win, Beverly will improve to 6-4 overall, 6-2 in the NEC. Again, after tonight, they go to Gloucester, then have a home game with Salem, then a couple of road games at Somerville and Everett, then they go to Medford, then the Rat, Peabody, and Revere, and end their season at home against Marblehead and Bishop Fenwick, and then they will enter a tournament at the end of this season. And Beverly, after tonight's win, will only need 4 more wins to qualify for the playoffs, and I'll put money on it. Those 4 games on your screen right now, Beverly's got the wins. Gotch to inbound it. Malden pressing, they get it to Beaudry though. Gotch, Beaudry. Again, in girls basketball, you don't have to get it past half court in a matter of time. You can take all the time you need, and Malden fouling, and this is what I don't like about basketball. Because this game's over. Don't foul. You're down 11 points with 30 seconds left. Stop fouling. The amount of times I've lost sports bets and over-unders and money lines because one team down by 20 decides they still want to foul. It just angers me to no end. And another foul, and we're going to get 1-1 now for the Panthers. .2 left on the clock. Beverly up by 11. Furlong and Zhu entering again for Bezet. Beaudry knocks down the first. Beaudry was held scoreless in the first half. She's got 7, all coming in the second half, 5 of those in the fourth quarter. Go along with 4 rebounds and an assist unofficially. And Beaudry knocks down that one as well, so 6 points for her in the fourth. Beverly doing a good job of closing it out. She had 6 this quarter, Moreland with 4, 2 points apiece from Anderson and Bernard. 15 seconds on the clock. Zhu throws up a 3, got it to go, and I'm sure we're going to see another foul. And we will. Beaudry will be at the line, shooting 1-1 again. Zhu after that 3. Extended her point total. She's got 12 to lead all scorers tonight on both ends. 6.6 on the clock. 44-34. Beaudry knocks down the first free throw. She makes this one, she'll be in double digits tonight. Junior captain. And that was reminiscent of Paul Pierce against the Cavs in 07. That free throw that went up to the ceiling. 10 points for her. This one will be over. Beverly takes the lead after Bernard gets that steal. Beverly wins 46-34. They come back from a 16-2 first quarter deficit. They switch the tables immediately on Malden. They go on a quick 9-0 run to start it. Eventually that turns into a 13-0 run for the Panthers. A 16-0 run for the Panthers to begin that second quarter. And they never looked back. Never looked back. In that first quarter, Moreland sat. Seth Stanchel sat in. Although they were down early in that game, they didn't get phased. Yeah, they were down 14, but it woke them up. It really woke them up. It really gave them a sense of perspective. They sat back and saw where they were, down 14 points, and they flipped the switch big time. Moreland, a double-double for her, 10 points, 11 boards. Beaudry played very well. She had 10 points to go with 4 boards and an assist unofficially. 8 of those points coming in the fourth quarter to seal the deal for the Panthers against Malden. Anderson, she was on fire in that second quarter. She had 7 boards to go along with 13 points. Bernard, her minutes, 6 points for her to go along with 8 boards. And McCarthy played very well as well. Only 3 points, but 8 rebounds. Bakey with 2 big threes, 1 coming in the second quarter, 1 coming in the third. And this is a Beverly team that didn't let that first quarter affect them. They came back, they fought hard. And this is a team you're not gonna want to see coming to playoff time, as Brian shows his head. Nice bald spot, Brian, there in the camera. That was a good blooper. We'll throw that one on the reel. For everybody here at BevCam, our producer Robert Dokes, on cameras Matt Peugeot and Brian Thompson with a nice shiny bald spot we might have to clean up after tonight's game. I'm Alex Saluco. Thanks for watching. We'll be back for another game. We're going to have the Beverly boys hosting Gloucester, I believe, next Friday. Next Tuesday, I'm told. So stay tuned for that one. Thank you for watching, everybody, on the live stream as well as Channel 22. And thanks for watching Brian Thompson's bald spot.